Good afternoon, good evening, y'all. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News, y'all. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News, y'all. Come on in for a brief moment. I'm going to go in about a story out of Dallas, you all, tonight. About never be a sore loser, you all. Never be a sore loser. I had a young man who allegedly shot a young lady, you all, because she beat him in a basketball game. I said the man shot the young lady because she actually beat him in a basketball game, you all. Very sad story for the Womack family, and condolences go out to Sister Alicia, you all. Her name was Alicia Womack, a 21-year-old female, you all, at the age of 21 years old, who happened to beat her friend, you all, in a pickup basketball game. But before I go off into this particular story, copyright disclaimer under Title 17, USC, Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. It tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Again, this story is out of Dallas, Texas, you all. Like I say, a very, very sad story. Because here we have a young lady who had befriended a person, you all, and had actually sat down and broke bread with the man, had actually helped him, and, from what I understand from her family, she has even bought this man a few meals, you all, as being friends in a relationship. Now, why she was particularly friends with such an older young man is beyond my understanding, but, in certain neighborhoods, friends are pretty much friends, you all. And a friend is not something that would do a particular action in this magnitude to a young lady or even a male for that matter, you all. Like I said, a very sore loser. What's up, Carl? Come on in, bro. Got a story out of Dallas, Texas. I particularly want to bring shed a little light on this particular story because the man had left, you all. He had took his son and his nephew particularly home, in which he has left them unattended and is absolutely on the run. I said the man is on the run, you all. Like I said, very sad story, because, man, I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, the little sister was a good basketball player, and she absolutely loved basketball. This was her sport. She played it in high school, and she did achieve a scholarship, you all, to go actually play at Texas A&M, you all, which is a very, very good school, academic-wise, you all. Not just to say the football programs that they have, volleyball programs, track and field, and even basketball, you all. And they have a great, even the baseball team. This school is particularly all around good school, you all. Any child would have a real good opportunity to actually have a scholarship to go to this particular school. Now, I don't know if it was actually off season or why she wasn't particularly at school with the rest of the team balling out right now, you all. Maybe she had been flagged or red-shirted, but by the age of 21, She would have had to be in there. This would be her junior or senior year, particularly for people that graduate at 17 and 18 years old. So maybe she had been in a little trouble, a little misunderstanding, but, that's neither hearsay or there, you all. Because like I said, she should have been really at school with the rest of the girls right now that's actually practicing, getting ready to be balling, you all. And anyway, her life was actually cut short by a sucker. I said it, her life was cut short by a sucker, you all, because this man actually was a sore loser, someone who couldn't stand losing, that he actually lost to a girl. And I'm pretty sure probably his son and his nephew was actually laughing, you all, because it would be even a funny thing to my son, you all, and he's 12 years old. He is real competitive, but he ain't too much gonna take kindly to a woman or a girl beating him at anything. I said it. Wouldn't take too kindly of this matter, even himself, but I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't actually go too far as to try to hurt anyone behind such an incident, you all. Like I said, this is the same because this dude is a grown man, and he actually took someone's life because he lost a basketball game. I'm gonna read a clip right quick, and I do have a short news clip also, but I'm gonna read the article. It said a man felt so humiliated that a 21-year-old woman beat him in a pickup basketball that he shot and killed her, according to her family. It said, I just don't understand why you would do someone this over a basketball game, said her aunt. It said a man shot and killed a 21-year-old Dallas woman because he was angry that she won a basketball game against him, her family said. First responders found Asia Womack on her sidewalk in South Dallas with multiple gunshot wounds on Monday evening, said the Dallas Police Department. She died the evening at a local hospital. It said Womack family told the Fox News that though the police investigation is still ongoing, they believe that she recently played a pickup game, a basketball game at a T.G. Terry Park, you all, against a man allegedly who shot her. It said, this is so senseless, the family's pastor said. John Dudley told Fox News, you become embarrassed basically because a female beat you in basketball. It said the family said Womack won the game, then the shooter, who they said knew her, took his children and brother, you all, excuse me, because I said it was his nephew, but it was actually his brother, you all. It was his baby brother and his son. He said took his children and brother, so he had multiple children. It wasn't just his son. Dropped them off and dropped his brother off, you all, and just dipped. It said to the park and shooting Womack 5 times as she was walking home. Like I said, he rushed home, dropped them off, and he was still so frustrated he went back and opened fire on the little girl, man. It said this was supposed to be a friend of Asia's. She had eaten with the man, Andrea Womack. Womack's mother told the outlet she fed him, and he turned on her and killed her in a vicious way, you all. Like I said, man, it said that Dallas authorities told BuzzFeed News that they warrant for the arrest of the alleged shooter, but would not confirm their name. According to CBS, the arrest warrant for a 31-year-old Cameron Hodge, you all. It said if you know the whereabouts of where he is, please turn him in, Womack's mother said. And now right 100. I already called, bro. It said Asia loved basketball. Her mother told CBS she loved basketball to the point where she died for what she loved, you all. It said Virgil for Womack, a vigil, you all, was held at a park on Friday in a live stream on Facebook. And attendee of Womack attended Texas A&M University and received a scholarship to play basketball, you all. Like I said, man, this is so sad and unfortunately, because like I say, she still had the opportunity to play, man. I just seen a 28-year-old man who had just hit his first home run, you all, particularly in, coming out of college. This was his first pro game, you all, but he had just had hit college around the age of 26 or 28, so people still have an opportunity to kind of actually live out their dreams and their goals, you all. Like I said, and this was a particular passion for Asia. It said it is unfortunate what has happened. It is a tragedy. The attendee said she had a whole life ahead of her. She received a scholarship to play basketball. She was good at what she did, but unfortunately she lost her life because of it. It said a visual. Womack's friend and family said players released balloons into the sky and wore T-shirts that adored her name and photograph. It says Womack auntie Juanita Smith told NBC 5 that she was finding it hard to comprehend why someone would do this to her niece. We're taking it kind of hard because it was senseless, you all. Like I said, more than senseless it was. It said, I just don't understand why you would kill someone over a basketball game, Smith told the outlet. I believe in forgiveness, but justice needs to be served in this particular case. And I also feel absolutely the same, you all. Man, we can't let people do things, dumb things, such as this type of magnitude. This person is not for the people when you can actually take a life, any life, for that matter, you are behind a game. This is something that has said this not been the first time that this has actually happened. And, prayerfully, we can do something all, to be of some kind of help in this matter, you all. I know that I'm not the only one on this particular story because I did get it from a friend of mine who is also a blogger and a journalist, you all. Like I said, man, so I also want to jump in on this and hopefully shed a little more light and get a little more out there with the voice and the platform and the family that we are building right here, you all. Because particularly this man is straight up out of Dallas, and between Dallas and Houston is not far, you all. So maybe he could be out here, he could be in San Antonio, but I'm under the impression that he is still in Texas, you all. They said on Facebook, family and friends expressed their shock and sadness over the news. Like I said, man, this is very much a sad one here, man, and sorry and senseless. Be careful when choosing friends, you all. It's almost like the old church saying, being equally yoked. You don't want to be dealing with certain people that don't have the same morals and principles as you. It's not, their life is not particularly going in the same direction as yours. Particularly if you are a student in school, you don't need to be hanging out with people who ain't in school, who done dropped out and things of that nature, because these are the type of people that's going to lead you down possibly to a path of destruction, you all, because their lives are not actually in order, so why would they encourage you to do anything of order? He pretty much not just was a sore loser, but I'm pretty sure he was more than jealous of the little girl. I said that the man had to be jealous of the little girl, man. And it's a thin line between caring about somebody, love and hate, and all this other kind of stuff. When you really have envy and malice in your heart, for particular people, you all. This is a sad situation, like I said, and very sensitive thing to do to any person, let alone a female, you all, because she took him to the hoop, and that's crazy and sad, and again, condolences to the whole Womack family. And I do have a small news clip.
A 21-year-old woman was shot to death allegedly over the results of a basketball game.
The victim's family says the shooter was a friend. Police named him publicly as a suspect. The shooting happened Monday evening in the South Dallas area on Hamilton Avenue, not far from Fair Park. Fox 4's Sean Matt, reporting live from DPD headquarters tonight. Sean.
Yeah, Steve, police haven't given us the name of a suspect or a motive yet, but Asia Womack's mother tells me the 21-year-old was shot 5 times and killed by a man she had befriended and helped, someone that she called a friend. Hard to understand, reportedly getting angry over losing a basketball game to a woman and then killing her, and because she was supposedly a friend, even more difficult for this family to understand.
Asia loved basketball.
Yes, she did.
She loved basketball to the point to where she died doing what she loved. And she shouldn't have died that way.
A mother mourns her murdered daughter, 21-year-old Asia Womack, killed Monday evening after playing basketball at T.G. Terry Park, just up the street from her home, where family gathered, grieving.
This was supposed to be a friend of Asia's. She's eaten with this man, she's fed him, and he turned on her and killed her in a vicious way.
Womack was a whiz at basketball, playing her high school days at Madison. Monday, family says she was in a pickup game at the park, playing against the guy who is said to have shot her, and she won. The family also says there was trash talk, too.
But this is so senseless. This is so
And that's the pastor you are. But like I said, man, this is more than sad, and he's sorry, you all. And man, prayerfully, he get captured, you all. Man, and if you watching camera, man, turn yourself in, brother, because that was a very senseless thing to do. Now you done throw your whole life away behind a basketball game, behind you a sore loser, like I said, man, it's you out there somewhere, and I'm pretty sure that you on the internet watching something, trying to see some news, trying to duck and hide, man, and praise God, I'm not the same person that I once was, because I actually know some dudes in South Dallas, some Trey 5'7", some dudes down there in Dixon Circle, man, I don't know what's going on down there in them particular hoods that's down there, that's really going on right now, but, because I haven't lived this type of lifestyle in a long time, man, but, man, I think this is a very sad situation, bro. And man, if you happen to see this, like I said, man, this ain't a good thing to do, and you making your situation a lot worse. I say that you making your situation a lot worse. If this is something that you did not actually do, then turn yourself in and let the people see what actually going on. Maybe you can shed some light on what had actually happened, but man, if you had done this and, you just continue to run, man, these people are going to find you. That's what they do. And they do this best. Man, they got cameras from every stop, from state to state. You can't even stop and go to the bathroom without somebody seeing you on one of these particular cameras, whether it's a gas station, a filling station, a Greyhound bus station, man, they coming for you, bro. And like I said, this is a messed up thing to do behind a basketball game, to actually be a sore loser. You know, even the best has lost games, you all. Michael Jordan, it took him a long time to actually beat the bad boys, the Detroit Pistons, you all. I said it took him a while, you know, to actually be able to build him a team strong enough to help him actually complete the mission, you all. But like I said, you have to lose. Even the best players have lost. You know, like I said, and I'm pretty sure that it's embarrassing to actually lose to a girl, but don't call none out. And if they do win, then tell them that it's a good game. They done a good job. You know, you could have encouraged her to be a better person, a better player, and put really had helped her strengthen her game because she was going to actually play at the next level. You was done. You wanted to be a hood cat, you know. You weren't thinking about going back to school and playing no ball or nothing, or things of that nature. You know, your time had passed, and so now it was actually time to pass the torch as a friend to, you know, if you couldn't beat her, then join her. Then you should have asked her to show you how to strengthen your game, so maybe that you can beat somebody. You know, like I said, I'm pretty sure that he talked trash and she talked trash too, but she was supposed to talk trash to you. That's what friends do, you know, especially when they being competitive. It should not get to the point to where you so mad that you know, that you decide you're gonna take somebody's life because you lost a game. Like I said, man, this is sad and sensitive, and I just want to come on a brief moment and go in on this. What's up, my bro, Carl? You all right? Already, yeah, the boy was weak. Did he? Yeah, man, already. Like I say, man, a straight up simp, man, straight up a sore loser. Like I said, man, I played some basketball games. We had some pretty good females that could shoot ball, and when we was coming up in school, but they would get out there and play with us, and man, we didn't beat them all the time. We had a little homegirl that was from our hood named Sissy, and she balled like, and BJ too. You know, and these were some feminine girls. They all the way girl. They like men, you know, went on to marry men and things of that nature. But these girls can hoop, you know, and they'll shoot you out the gym, you know, from a straight up shot, because that's what they did. You know, you might post them up down low, but if they catch you on the outside, they was going to take care of their business. And man, we still love these girls to the day. I said we still love these our little homegirls to the day. So why this man would particularly do this, man, I would absolutely fail to understand. And I didn't want to stay on too long, but I want to come in on behalf of this sucker and prayerfully this Bolo catch up with him. You know, so God first, Christ game. Peace. We out. See you, Carl, man. I hope you had a good day, bro. One love. Thank you, bro.